Hello there. I believe that the first 30 seconds or so they show a commercial. So I don't know if anybody is here yet, but I'm going to just say hi. Hi, this is, is it letting me type? Wait a minute. I turned my keyboard off. Hang on a second. I'm just going to let the people who can't see me know that we're on. So, hi, this is Marci. I'm on, just waiting for the commercial to end. Can you let me know when you see me? Okay. So, alright, I'm seeing how it's showing up now, which is kind of cool. So hi. I don't know if anybody's watching. I can't tell yet. So I'm just going to talk as if there are people watching and let you know that it's Monday, September 28th, 2015. This is my second web chat session. We debuted it last week and it was really fun. We had a lot of people who tuned in. So I'm hoping we have the same this time, and if not, like I said, I'll just keep on yapping. So, I hope everybody had a good week, and I wonder if anybody saw the blood moon last night. Actually, I want to wait, because I think there's probably still a commercial showing. I don't know. You know what? I'm just going to go as if not. So, I went outside to see the blood moon last night because there are these things that happen in our universe and our planet, and they don't happen often, so I feel like it's a good reminder to pause and experience things that are kind of neat and different. So let's see. I was also thinking about how, I spend a lot of my time doing my best to reflect out positively what's I want to, get back. Like I want to be a positive person, and I want to be somebody that people don't feel exhausted when they're around me, that kind of thing. And I was thinking about how sometimes, you'll encounter somebody or actually have someone in your life that you feel like it's exhausting to be around them. And, I try not to judge, and, I'm sure you guys do your best also, but it's inevitable that sometimes it comes up that we're like, well, why is this person so negative, or why is this person so whatever it is that they're doing that bothers you. And I was thinking about how I could find a way to be a mirror for them and reflect back the good that I see in them. Interesting concept there. You know what I mean? Like, I think that sometimes all of us have had moments when we get stuck here, and all we see is this corner. We don't see any exits. We don't see any sunshine. We don't see brightness. We only see what's wrong and what's not working in our lives. And I think that on the occasion that happens, if somebody, instead of telling me how negative I'm being or making me feel bad about what I'm experiencing in that moment, if they would tell me something positive that they see in me, that perhaps that could lift the energy up and help me have a new perspective. So that's what I've been thinking about. And if you are watching, you don't have to log in to chat. You can just go to the chat function, which is, if you're looking at the screen, it's to the right. I don't know what that is for you, if this is right or if this is right, but anyway, it's to the right of me on the screen, and you can send me a little message and let me know that you're watching and sharing this time with me. We're going to do it every Monday night for half an hour. So anyway, so that's what I was thinking about today, about how in these moments when perhaps we encounter someone whose energy is lower for whatever reason, they're feeling depressed or they're feeling down or they're feeling defeated, how in that moment, instead of calling attention to what negative things they're experiencing, call attention to the good things that we see in them, you know? So that's what I was thinking about. It is now 8:05. We are 5 minutes into our web chat, and my name is Marci Geller, and if you are watching and you want to participate in the chat aspect, you can do that and say hi and let me know that you're watching. I think I figured out how to also look at the social stream. I can actually bounce kind of back and forth with it, and so I can see when people, oh, see, this is cool. So I see some of the social stream that I missed last time that is showing up from last week's webcast. So anyway, I'm going to just keep talking because I record these, and even though we're not getting a lot of interaction today, maybe there's somebody who will stumble upon this and feel like they, you know, are getting some connection, something that they're feeling that resonates with something that they've experienced. So, Blood Moon, trying to be a positive mirror for someone who is experiencing a moment where they're questioning themselves or their life circumstances. It's not an easy thing to do. You know, I think especially when it's somebody that's close to you, whether it's a family member or a spouse. I guess that is a family member, but you know what I mean, like a close friend. And I think it's sort of an innate desire to help. Like, you know, if we know somebody is struggling, we want to do things that are going to make them feel better. But sometimes in the moment, it's almost like you get so caught off guard that you don't know what to offer them because all you're doing is being very present. And I think in some ways we sort of tunnel down too. Like, at least I can speak for myself that, like, if somebody I know is feeling lost or frustrated or negative or whatever it is, and I'm not sort of anticipating it and they just sort of dive in, sometimes I sort of get caught like a deer in headlights where I'm like, I want to help them, but I'm so caught up in what they're experiencing at that moment that I sort of start to resonate at that level, and I start to think about the things that are not working for me and the things that are making me sad. So, you know, it's an interesting thing to try and remember in the moment that you have the choice to switch your perception around. You know, what is, you know, it's, you know, if you just dropped, you know, an expensive piece of china or something that meant something to you that has, you know, nostalgic meaning to you, and you drop it and it shatters, well, you can't like roll the tape back and pick it up and, you know, have it be unshattered. But what you can do is take that moment to take a breath and maybe remember all the good memories that are attached to that thing that's shattered now, because the memories aren't shattered, and the memories are there as long as you remind yourself of them. So maybe it's about always seeing the perspective that is going to shine the most light on that moment. You know, so instead of seeing that something is broken, see that you had a moment to remember that it meant something to you. I don't know. Just talking off the top of my head. So, I don't know if anybody has questions or comments or observations to share. That would be nice too. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep on talking. Actually, I was going to sing a song because last time when I performed, they ran a commercial about at minute 25, which was 5 minutes before we were supposed to end, and I didn't realize that they were running a commercial, so I just kept on singing, and then found out after the fact that most of you did not get to hear the entire song. So I decided that I'm going to play a song sooner in the broadcast tonight. So I'm going to grab my little guitar here. And maybe I'll check the tuning just to make sure things didn't change since I tuned her up a little bit ago. Yeah, see, you're a little sharp. There we go. Come on. We just want to hit that string, right? See, everything did change. It was like I took it out of the case and I'm like, wow, it's like almost perfectly in tune, and now not so much. Okay. Come on, baby. Okay. So, I was thinking about what song I was going to perform today, and since you guys aren't chatting a whole lot, I'm wondering, I mean, I could just do whatever I want. I know what I'm going to do, and I may have to give it a little tweak, because I'm using the capo, and it's so funny, you know, when I was talking about things that jog a memory for you, you know, and there are so many things in my life that jog memories for me. So, for example, this capo was recommended to me by Dave March from the band Miles to Dayton, which some of you may know. And actually it was Jonathan Predis from Miles to Dayton told me about the capo. Dave March was the one who told me to put the tuner over here so that when you're playing and they take pictures, the tuner isn't like in front of the whole guitar. So, and then Maya Byrne always reminds me, make sure your capos are straight. See, and it's not. Because if your capos aren't straight, it's just not going to be in tune. That sounds better. So, I'm going to try and play a song. You know, I've got a bunch of shows coming up this weekend. I'm going to be in the Pennsylvania area. Thursday night I'll be in Lancaster. Or she told me it's not pronounced Lancaster, it's pronounced Lancaster. So I have to say Lancaster's Thursday night. Friday night I'm going to be in Lansdowne. And Saturday I'm going to be in Perskope. Gosh, I always forget the name of this town. And I should have asked how to pronounce it. Perseki? I don't know. But anyway, if you're interested, you're on my website already, just go to the dates, the little thing that says dates, and that will tell you which days I'm playing where. So this is just a little ditty that I wrote when it feels like, you know, all these things are falling apart, and you could always turn to a song to get yourself a little bit happy. So it goes like this. Play a song for me now, make it a good one that will erase the day. Play a song for me now, reminding I am strong and I will not fade away. Parking tickets, late fees, rejection emails, rainy beach days. you go. Hello. What are my religious beliefs? Wow. Just go right ahead and dig really deep there. Don't you know you don't talk about religion or politics in a web chat? Well, that's not necessarily true, but what are my religious beliefs? Okay. I don't think I have religious beliefs. I'm using the air quotes. I have spiritual beliefs. And I think that whether it's religion or spirituality, I personally think it's a really personal, intimate thing. I think if we all kept it to ourselves, that there would probably be a lot less chaos and wars on this planet. You know, organized religion in general tends to be really, like, sexist towards women. At least that's my impression of it. So organized religion really has not ever been something that I gravitated towards. Although I will say that the sense of community was always very attractive and mildly seductive to me. When I was young, most of my friends were Catholic, believe it or not, so I used to go to church, and I would really, really listen to the priest, and I'd watch my friends twiddling with their thumbs, playing with a rubber band, whatever, not paying attention at all, but I was really listening, because I'm like, this is important, and this dude is standing there every Sunday and sharing his wisdom with you. We should be listening, and I'd sit there listening, and for me personally, it just never felt right. I don't know if that makes sense. I used to sit there praying, God, please make me feel something. Please make it feel right so I'll know where I belong. And I never felt that connection to the Bible, the scriptures, the religion that was being taught. However, I did feel a connection to the music. You know, anytime we'd sing, and there'd be all these voices that joined together. I thought that was really powerful, and I that's the part that sort of grabbed me. And, you know, I worked my way around a bunch of different things, you know. I even went to an upper room tabernacle, and, man, the music was really good there. And it was very seductive, but at the end of the day, I'm a person who believes that your gut is it's almost like your umbilical cord to God. And that if something feels good and right in your gut, then that's what you should do. And if there's something inside your gut that's going, oh, no, run, that's your truth too. And I that's my spiritual belief. I do believe in God. I don't know that I envision, you know, a man with a robe and a white beard. That's not really how I see God. I see God more as an energy connection that connects all of us. And I think that at the core of all of us, we are God connected, and it's when we, you know, spread hatred and prejudice and bigotry, that we get further and further away from God, which seems to be the opposite of what they teach you in certain religions. You know, I see all these people on the news and on TV talking about, like, this is against God, and I'm like, I think what's against God, in my opinion, and what feels true to me is telling other people what's against God. I think that everybody knows, you know, what feels like the truth and what feels like a good way to be towards one another. So, any other big questions? Other than, what are my and did I answer that to your satisfaction? I guess that's another thing I'll ask, if that's the answer you were looking for. Does it coincide with your beliefs, or is it different? So let's see. I'm going to put that out to you. What do you believe? Ah, it's quiet. See how that works? It's really easy sometimes to ask the questions. It's not always easy to answer the questions. So if you are just tuning in, my name is Marci Geller. You probably know that already. This is my weekly Monday night chat. And I just did the song a little bit ago because last week when we did it, and I waited to finish the half hour with the song, I found out that it was covered by a commercial. So that kind of stunk. It was a good performance too, I'm pretty sure. You can watch it on the recording that I did of the web chat. But anyway, so we did a song. It was called Play a Song for Me Now. And, you know, it's about those days when you miss the train, you get a parking ticket, you know, you drop your purse if you are a person who has a purse, you know, in a puddle, and now your cell phone doesn't work, and it just feels like everything is working against you. And then all of a sudden, you know, you could hear a song and it can lift you out of whatever it is that you're experiencing. And the reason I chose that is because what we were talking about earlier, which was how in the midst of the chaos, sometimes it's very hard to find the positive and to find our higher self. And so I guess I put a challenge to myself, and maybe I'm sharing it with all of you, that in the moment when you're experiencing a person who you feel is really negative, well, instead of calling attention to how negative they are, maybe call attention to the good things that you see in them, and maybe that will make a difference. Something to think about. All right, this is going well. We have 9 more minutes, and I would appreciate it if you are seeing a commercial at any point to let me know. I will keep talking because the people who are actually logged in, I believe you still see the broadcast even though the commercial is playing. If you're not logged in, I think you just see the commercial. So if there is a commercial playing and I'm just yammering about and you're seeing something about like, I don't know, toilet paper or something, just let me know. And I will adjust my conversation skills accordingly. I can even use the keyboard to send you a message because I can do that also. All right, so let's see what you said. I operate on 3 dimensions here, so there is too much I don't know to give a sufficient answer. Oh, come on, that's a cop-out. I just gave an answer that was based on things that you don't usually share with people, and I took a chance and I shared it. So I don't know. What do you mean you operate on 3 dimensions? So it's too much to give an answer. I don't know. I don't know if I buy that one. I think you're taking the easy way out. What else was I going to tell you? Oh, if you are watching it and you are not signed up for my mailing list, above me, sign up for my mailing list. You will get a free song, and you will get monthly newsletters that tell you where I will be performing and music that's available and life philosophies that I stumble across, things like that. I'm getting ready to put out a newsletter the next day or so because, as I mentioned before, I'm going to be traveling west to the area of Pennsylvania to do a bunch of shows this coming weekend, and I'm really excited about that. If you are interested in attending any of the shows, again, on my website, you can look under the date section, and it will give you the details, because all 3 of these, this is rare, but all 3 of the shows that I'm doing, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, are all house concerts. And if you're not familiar with the concept of house concerts, basically it's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. Someone opens up their home and they create a performance space in their home for artists who are traveling, and you come and, you know, sometimes it's amplified, sometimes it's not, and you you like the ponytail? Yeah, that's a ponytail. You perform in their living room or their basement or their porch. So all 3 of my shows this weekend coming up are house concerts. So you need to contact the hosts directly because they don't advertise their address online for obvious reasons, because they're not like a commercial venue. It's not like you can show up there next Tuesday when I'm not there and ask them for a drink. It doesn't work that way. But I will be in Lancaster on Thursday. I will be in Lansdowne on Friday. And I should have looked this up. See, I had time. Wait a minute, I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look it up so I can say exactly where I will be on Saturday night, because it's a big house concert called Yaffa Stock. And it's called that because I believe the host's name is, their last name is Jaffa. So it's going to be Jaffa stock a la Woodstock. I think you're understanding how this works. So, okay, here we go. Ready? On Saturday, I am opening up for Graham Ford, and that is at Jaffa Stock in Perkasie, Pennsylvania. Okay, do I have a favorite chord? I have chords that I migrate towards, and it's funny because I've realized that it's always like the 6 minor 9. That's the chord that turns me on for whatever reason. Like whatever key I'm in, going to the 6 minor 9 unexpectedly, or actually, sometimes it's the 2 minor 9. I like minor 9 chords. Does that answer your question? I like minor 9. I like flat, what is it, flat 5, minor 7 chords. Those are fun. I like chords that surprise people. I like a chord that like you're kind of humming along and all of a sudden you go, whoa, what was that? That's the kind of chord I like. What kind of chord do you like? Do you have a favorite chord? He's not answering. Or that, or there's delay. There could be a delay. You know, I leave room for the fact that even though I'm saying this now, you may not be hearing it until like in the future. My future, not your future. Because when I'm saying it, it's your present. Ooh, see what I'm doing there? I'm messing with your time continuum. Musicians have that ability, you know. We can mess with the time continuum because we can capture a moment and forge it in a chorus or in a verse and have it there forever, and it's like forever going to be there for you. So anyway, we've got about 3 minutes left, and they may be playing a commercial for all I know. If they are, no one's complaining, so I'm going to just keep yapping for our last 3 minutes and say that this was fun again. I don't know why I don't mean to sound surprised by that. I'm going to actually, you know what, let me check on Social Stream just to make sure. Okay. Just making sure that there weren't other messages that I missed, because last week I missed some messages and I apologize for that. Commercial. You missed the answer. Does anybody want to tell him what the answer was? All right, I'm going to tell you because I have exactly, I still have 2 minutes left. So the answer was, I tend to gravitate towards the 6 minor 9. I don't know why. And sometimes the 3 minor 9 or the 2 minor 9, but in general, minor 9 chords. And, you know, I don't know, minor 7 flat 5s are cool. What was the other thing I said? Oh, the chord that surprises you. That's my favorite chord. The chord that, like, you're listening to, you know, a song and you're kind of going along with it, and then all of a sudden something makes you go, heh? That's my favorite chord. And then I said, what was your favorite chord? And you didn't answer, and I thought you were ignoring me, but it's because you were watching a commercial. So, anywho, this is Marci Geller. I will be here again a week from tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. I'm going to try and do this every Monday and share and expound upon the things that I stumble across. If you're in the Philly area and you're watching, please come to some shows this weekend. I would love to see you in 3D because I think that we're talking about this today, how this is really cool, and then the energy of being in a room when there's music being made, that's a whole another thing. That's really, really awesome. So, okay, that's you. Mine is D over C. Yeah, that's a good one too. So, I think we have about 60 seconds left. So, what shall we do? Shall we hit the piano? Here. For those of you who are not musicians. That's a minor 9. And that would be the minor 9 if you were in the key of C, which is this. That's the key of C. This is the minor 9. See? Isn't that just beautiful? And I did get some follow-up questions asking if there would be web chats when I played piano, and there will. There's 2 reasons there haven't been yet. One, we're trying to work out a situation where you'll be able to hear my voice over the piano. I hit the piano. And also, I have to get the piano tuned. So as soon as that happens, we will be web chatting from the piano. For now, this is Marci Geller. I'm going to be signing off. It was good to talk for you, to you, with you. I wish you all a beautiful week. If you're in Philly, come see me. Sign up for my mailing list. If you liked what you heard, there's a tip jar. Keeps things going around here. So thank you from the bottom, top, and middle of my heart.